Hello everyone, Pacific P here, and welcome to Dark Souls. This will be my view of a race type thing that I'm doing with a few other friends here on YouTube. So basically what we're going to be doing is getting through the game as fast as possible. We kind of have it split up into different segments, so we're all following along the same different type of path. We will be fighting every single boss in the game, all the optionals. We are not doing the DLC. So any boss outside the DLC is fair game. But I'm going to be recording my viewpoint. There will be a compilation page that I will have a link down in the description once that is up. But enough about the rules of Dark Souls. Let's get into it and start a new game. First we got our character selection. So enter the character's name. We're going to go with Koji. That's generally the name I go with when making kind of fantasy-based characters. I'm going to be male. Class, I'm going to be a bandit. Yeah, I'm going to be bandit. Gift, master key, because what else do you get in the game? Slim, store honorable, ponytail, because that's what I always do, and gray, because I like to appear old. Okay, that all looks good, so let's get going.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity, heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came, and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty gods peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
And we begin our adventure. So even though we made a nice, beautiful looking character, they look gross right now, so. Anyway, so let's get this started. Do I have a fast roll? Okay, I've got a fast roll. Good. I will need that. Okay, so kind of the strategy that I have going here, I will essentially be wearing little armor, as I tend to normally do in these types of games. Specifically with Dark Souls. The only one that differed in was Dark Souls 2, from what I've played of it. I've only ever played that co-op. But Dark Souls 3, you didn't really have to worry about that, since you could basically fast roll with any type of armor in the game. But enough about that, so let's get going. You just need to get through the tutorial right here. If you look at the top of your screen, you see the first boss of the game. But we're not going to fight him just yet. We're just going to run over to this door and ignore him. You can fight him right there if you manage to defeat him at this point of the level. He will drop his weapon, which is pretty good, but it has a high level requirement to it. So, yeah, you're not going to hit me. Okay, and there's our weapon. I'm just going to dual wield that. By dual wielding in this game, you get like an extra strength bonus of 1.5 times. So if you're carrying a weapon that scales with strength, you're actually going to get a damage bonus from it. So that's actually not a bad thing to do. Run up here, activate that boulder. Falls down. We are way too heavy right now. Yeah, okay. Buy those. Okay. Okay, got the fast roll again. Since we're doing this fast, I'm gonna just be going through dialogue and stuff really quick. It's faster to actually talk to him and get the items than to kill him, because his death animation takes goddamn forever. Murder this guy and keep going. Charge into battle haphazardly. Go around this corner, draw the attention of those guys. Murder. Dodge away for that guy who's gonna attack. Don't get hit. There's an archer back here. Oh! You got me. Murdered. Okay. So now, we're going to be above the boss. And it wants you to drop attack down onto him. But I'm actually going to jump attack. Because you get the jump attack damage and you get the fall damage, so you actually deal more. And I'll just take a few extra swings. One, two. And he's down. So, we got the big Pilgrim's Key, if I could speak, that allows access to this door here. And we will keep going. I'm going to make a quick side stop to the left over here to grab a soul item that will help us for when we want to level. Souls in this game, for those of you who haven't played Dark Souls, are your currency and your experience. And we have a small cutscene up here, so I'm going to quit talking.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Now, as opposed to what the opening may suggest, this game doesn't actually have that many cutscenes in it. So we won't have to worry about all those getting in our way and making things difficult. I'm gonna run around and grab a few items around here that I'm gonna find useful. First one is going to be... First I grab that humanity, because humanity is always nice to have in this game. Don't know if I'm going to be doing much in terms of summoning NPCs for boss battles, because it does make the boss battles easier, but it also increases the boss's health, which means it's going to take longer for them to die, I believe. What I need is in this chest. Yep. Grabbing the Homeward Bones so that I have them. I'm going to grab the Lloyd's Talismans here, and I'll head down into the Noob Killer. It's the Noob Killer Zone because these skeletons are way higher level than what you will normally be at the beginning here. They deal tons of damage, they inflict bleed, you don't do much to it. I'm grabbing the Zweihander here because that's a weapon I plan to use later once I can one-hand it. I don't want to go around two-handing it because it's been a while since I've played this game. And I'm extremely rusty because mainly I've been playing Dark Souls 3 since that came out, and I'm used to all the mechanics and stuff there, which are different than Dark Souls 1, even though they are, both games are fairly similar. Skeleton is behind me, I can hear him. He jumped after me. Hopefully I'll be able to sit at this bonfire and reset their aggro. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, just make it so I only have Homeward Bones there. Next item I'm going to go grab is a Firekeeper Soul that we can get fairly early at the beginning of the game down in New Londo. And that will allow us to upgrade our Estus Flasks so that they heal a little bit more. So I'm going to head down there and get that before we make our way to the Undead Burg and to the Taurus Demon, which will be the last boss in this segment that we fight. So I'm just going to jump down here. If you spam the dodge button, which is, or the roll button, which is B, as you're falling, and you hit it at the, when you hit the ground, you'll actually roll. Sometimes when you fall from a higher height, you'll get stunned when you land. And rolling just gets you out of that stun right away. So you can continue on your way, especially if you're dropping into some enemies. Okay, so we'll head over here. We got ghosts that we cannot damage. Those items that we picked up, called Transient Curse, will allow us to damage them, but we're not going to since this is a fairly late game area that we're in. We're just going to grab this Firekeeper Soul, sit in this corner, and Homeward Bone out.